Hey everyone, welcome to Buick Outdoors. If you're new around here, my name is Shell and Marion, and today me and Shelby are out in the woods and we're joined by our friend Angel. We're gonna go on a grouse hunt. Out of bullets.
Yeah.
What's going on, Angel? I think that one's gone. Well, at least that one, you're really close. You're getting better. The next one, you'll get him. At least that one was close.
Yeah, all of them have been close.
Well, I mean, you're shooting at a small little target. You'll eventually get one. Try to put that scope to the road. Otherwise, you just real blurry. You poor girls, you're having a hard time today, huh?
Told you I'd miss on purpose so she didn't feel bad.
What are you
Thanks,
laughing
Shelby.
at?
Thanks, man. You're such a good friend.
This is almost like a rerun of when I had Blaine out. Lots of shooting, lots of missing, but at least we got, one or two. Cranked them.
You know what? I had to make sure Angel felt better. Now I can start hitting them all. Missing the back of his head.
There we go. Redemption. Well, we've had a pretty good afternoon here driving around, shooting some chickens. We're gonna be getting 2, 4, 6, mainly all spruce hens, but food is food. So now we got to sit here and clean up our chickens. So I'll grab a bird here and I'll show you guys how I do her. So I grab the chickens by the back feet here, and on the breast you can feel it where it goes up to a point, and I grab this flap of skin, grab that skin, pull her down towards its head, then that exposes the meat. Take my thumb, I move the sack out of the way and clear everything out of the way, so then you get to the spine. Take my finger, put it inside the breastbone here, grab the spine, and just pull straight down and away. And then that way what you're left with is a clean bird on this hand, and on this side you have all of the guts and all the innards and the legs. Then that way you have a nice clean bird, doesn't touch the ground, you don't rip up any meat, and you're good to go. Then the last thing that I do, pull off any of these random little feathers along the meat, and then on the inside here you usually have the heart and sometimes the liver. So I pull the heart out and I give those to my dogs, and then the liver I just throw them in with the guts. But we're gonna clean these birds up, give the dogs their chicken hearts, then we'll see you back at the camp. Well, you guys, we're back into the kitchen here. We're not in camp, we're actually at home, and that's because I just picked up my deer from Stan's Custom Meats out in Charlie Lake. And honestly, I was gonna cook up some chicken, but seeing how I just picked up my deer, I just can't wait. And right now, I just got one of the sirloins that are nice and butterflied out. And Shelby doesn't get off work here for a couple of hours, so I'm not cooking supper just quite yet. But man, you got fresh deer meat like this, you can't wait to cook it. If you guys want to watch the deer hunt, I'll put a little link in the description below for you, and you can click on that. And then also up here, I believe, a little tab will come out if you want to click on it right now. But anyways, I'm going to get to cooking up this deer steak. Alrighty, so this is about as simple as it gets. Pretty well, just going to put on some pink sea salt on this steak. Season her up fairly nice once it decides to start coming out. And I got the pan on here, it's nice and hot. Just gonna add a little bit of oil. Maybe a little bit more. You almost want to do almost like a semi-shallow fry on this. So you can see we got enough oil to kind of pretty well coat the bottom. I'm gonna grab this steak with just salt on it. Put her in there. Toss her up with some salt on this side. And away we go. And now with this, it's not at a high heat, not like a 4.5 kind of a thing. So what we'll do is we'll cook it until it's nice and brown, give it a flip, brown it up on that side, and then when it comes off, while it's resting, I'll add my garlic powder and a little bit of pepper on there. So anyways, yeah, right now we're just gonna sit here, watch it cook, and yeah, I'll show you when we flip her. Okay, so honestly, this has only been cooking for like maybe 3 minutes. So we'll see what it looks like here. Look at that. Put it down on that side. Let it brown up. One thing you could do too is you can brown it like this, and then you can slide it into the oven to finish off. But for this, you know what? I think we're just gonna eat it as is. Browning up real nice. It might be just a touch too hot. One thing when you're cooking wild game like this is you don't want to do like what the chefs say, you know, like hot and sear it and all that stuff. Because there's no fat in this at all, you kind of want to do a lower and slower temperature and cook it slightly longer, just to get that browning on the outside. And then with that, when you let it rest, you know, you want to eat wild game around, I'd say like a medium, well done, dries it out, medium rare. You might get a bit of that gamey taste, but with this here you can see it's already starting to cook up the side there. So, you know, a couple more minutes and then I'll let this thing rest and it'll be pretty well done. So, yeah. I will show you guys the other side once we go to flip her again here. And, yeah. Starting to smell just absolutely delicious. Okay. It's been about 2 minutes again here. So, let's see what she looks like. Oh, that looks pretty good. One thing I'm going to do now is just grab it and stand it on its side here. And we're just going to brown off all the sides. And then that way it'll hold in all the juices. While you're cooking this steak, you'll see kind of in the center, it almost starts to balloon. And that's just from all the moisture inside trying to escape. So this way when you sear the sides, brown them anyways, it holds a lot of that moisture in, and then when you set it to the side for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 minutes to rest, all that moisture trying to escape will go back into the center of the meat, and it'll make it a lot more juicy and tender. But anyways, I'm just working on browning up the sides here. Then we'll pull her off, top her up with some seasoning, and let her rest, and then we'll cut her into her. Alright, just pull her off the frying pan. Look at this. That is a beautiful steak. So pretty well what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it up with just a touch of garlic powder and a touch of pepper, and let it sit here and rest for a couple of minutes. And then we will slowly dive into this. So a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm putting this garlic powder and pepper on now because when you're doing this kind of cooking, your pepper and garlic powder will have a good chance of burning. And when it burns, that's when you get like a real bitter taste instead of like that nice sweet and aromatic kind of flavor and smell to it. So we'll turn all this off, let that rest up for a minute, and then when I cut into it, I'll show you guys what the inside looks like. Alrighty, here comes the moment of truth. You can see it on the plate here. We let it rest. Some of the juices are slowly starting to come out of here. So I think it's time to cut into this. I didn't cook it for very long, so I'm assuming it's going to be right around medium rare. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Look at that. Alright. Looks good. Smells good. But does it taste good? You don't even need a steak knife for this. I don't know if you can quite cut it with a fork, but butter knife for sure. Oh man. Yeah. Butter knife. You can see, hopefully the camera can pick that up, but just the shine that's in that meat, cooking it kind of slowish like that, and then especially letting it rest is a big one. As soon as you bite into this, there's a burst of moisture. Like, it's just absolutely amazing and juicy. And you don't have to cook just wild game like this. If you cook beef like this, it's just as good. I could serve this to anybody. Well, anybody that eats meat, and they would say that this is just absolutely phenomenal. And like I said there, Shelby, she doesn't get off work for a couple of hours, and it's gonna be a long couple hours for me because I want to cook another one of these right away. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. You know, thanks Angel for coming out and spend the day with us. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content. And yeah, for now, I'm going to eat this steak. We'll catch you on the next one.